Hello and welcome back to another weekly Anchor Update. I'm Brody.
And I'm Tim. Today's top stories: a state votes on whether to arm campus police at Rhode Island College and CCRI. Cranston's mayor is proposing a tax increase to help close a multi-million-dollar deficit. A man is accused of secretly filming women inside a Providence Place mall. And a Rip-the-Bus is involved in a crash in Johnston.
But first, let's take a look at what's happening on campus this week.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what's happening on campus this week. Starting things off, the second annual RIC Film Festival, hosted by Anchor TV, is happening this Saturday at 7 p.m. in Gage Hall Room 100. The event will feature student films from Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and Connecticut, showcasing local talent and creativity. Then, on Sunday, the RIC Chamber Orchestra will perform their April concert. That's from 3 to 4:30 in Sappensley Hall at the Nazarian Center, offering a great way to spend your Sunday afternoon with live music. Moving on to Monday, Rhode Island College will host Spring Preview Day for high school juniors. It runs from 9:30 to 10:30 in Gage Hall and gives prospective students a chance to experience campus life. And Spring Preview Day continues on Tuesday, again from 9:30 to 10:30 in Gage Hall. It's another opportunity for future students to see what RIC has to offer. Also on Tuesday, there's a lunch and learn focused on financial literacy. That takes place from 12 to 2 in Alger Hall Room 110, hosted by the Unity Center and Citizens Bank. Following that, the final session of active threat and active shooter training will be held Tuesday from 2 to 4 in Clark Science Room 152. This training is part of RIC's ongoing effort to improve campus safety. And to close out the day, the Wind Ensemble Spectacular will take place Tuesday night at 7:30 in Sappensley Hall. It's the final concert of the year and will feature a mix of returning and new musical pieces. That's all for on-campus events. Now let's hear from our Anchor TV sports team.
Welcome back to another great edition of the Anchor TV Weekly Sports Recap. Tim Mean here. Let's get straight into the top highlights from this past week. Leading things off, baseball rode a 3-game win streak last week. Their first home win of the year, a 6-2 takedown of Wentworth on Wednesday. Freshman Cam Laramie starred on the mound in his first win of his collegiate career, striking out 8 and allowing only 2 runs on 6 hits. Second-year left fielder George Threats had 3 hits on the day with 1 double, sending in a runner while scoring himself. Men's golf returned to action Friday, placing second out of 6 teams at the Elms Invitational. Senior Jasper Bruin Slot led RIC golfers with a second-place tie with a score of 77, 5 above the 72 par course. Freshmen Ryan Gervais and Brady Bongvon-Keo finished 7th and 8th to follow up the upperclassmen. Finally, softball demolished Bridgewater State University in a 2-game sweep, with Game 2 a 12-0 blowout that ended in the 5th inning to secure the sweep. RIC piled on 7 runs in the 4th inning, to acquire the lead needed to end Saturday's swing bill early. Senior first baseman Noel Simmons went 4 for 4 at the plate, scoring 2 runs, 2 RBI, and nearly going the cycle, just missing a home run. Ashley Vonderland allowed 2 hits in the complete game victory for the junior pitcher. That's it, and that's all. Go to anchorweb.org for the full recap. Thank you once again for tuning in to the Anchor TV Weekly Sports Recap. On to the upcoming schedule.
Thanks, guys. Coming up in RIC Athletics, baseball plays host an in-state opponent, Salve Region, on Thursday. First pitch 3:30. They'll follow up with a home doubleheader against UMass Boston on Saturday. Men's tennis hosts Suffolk Thursday at 3:30. They'll go up to Southern Maine on Saturday to take on the Huskies, and will to Bridgewater State next Tuesday. The golf teams will co-op Friday for the RIC Invitational held at Valley Country Club in Warwick. Men's golf will continue the hosting tournament the day after Saturday, while the women will travel for the Hartford Invitational. The teams will reunite again in Hartford on Monday. Track and field will start bright and early Friday morning as they head to West Willimantic, Connecticut for the Bonnie Edmondson Invitational. First events at 10 in both the men and women. Women lacrosse will travel to Southern Maine as well with the men's tennis team for a 1 o'clock contest with the Huskies. Finally, softball takes on the top teams in LAC VTSU Castleton in a away matchup on Saturday starting at 2. They'll face the opposite end of the conference in a visit to Gorham to play Southern Maine on Tuesday. Anchor TV Interviews has a bunch of new episodes featuring outgoing and incoming e-board members for not just the Ducey Media Center, but also student government. Here is a snippet from Tim Yang's most recent interview with SCG President Dante DiGregorio.
I would say the biggest one comes down to just like student life and how students have been able to interact with the campus. For example, we're going into a new year and we have the new biggest orientation team we've seen. Student government is at the biggest it's been in years since pre-COVID. Our clubs are revitalized. There's events happening everywhere.
Go to the Anchor TV YouTube channel for the full interview along with plenty more content for the Anchor TV sports team. Duke Kuruma, back to you guys.
Thanks, guys.
A decision that could change campus safety across Rhode Island is moving forward. A state panel is expected to vote on whether campus police at Rhode Island College and the Community College of Rhode Island should be armed. Supporters say arming officers would bring campus police in line with municipal departments and allow for faster response times during emergencies. But opponents are raising concerns about escalation and whether firearms are necessary in a campus setting. The decision could have major impact on students, faculty, and staff across both campuses.
The city of Cranston is facing a major budget challenge, and leaders are looking at a tax increase to help close the gap. Mayor Kenneth Hopkins has proposed a 4% tax increase as the city deals with a $65 million deficit. The proposal was discussed during a special city council meeting where officials outlined the financial pressures driving the shortfall. City leaders say rising costs and budget obligations are putting strain on finances. The plan still needs approval, and residents are expected to weigh in as the process moves forward.
A man is facing serious charges after police say he secretly recorded women inside a popular Providence shopping center. According to investigators, the incident happened at Providence Place Mall, where the suspect is accused of filming women without their knowledge. Police say the alleged recordings took place in areas where people expect privacy, raising concerns about safety and security. The man has been taken into custody and is now facing charges connected to video voyeurism. The investigation is ongoing, and authorities are asking anyone with information to come forward.
A RIPTA bus was involved in a crash in Johnston that left several people dealing with the aftermath. The accident happened on George Waterman Road, where police say the bus collided with another vehicle. Officials have not released many details about injuries, but say the scene required an emergency response. Passengers on board the bus were affected, and the crash caused traffic disruptions throughout the area. The cause of the crash is still under investigation.
That's all we have for you this week. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next week.